The creation of Apple. Where did the ideas and motivation come from? A lot of research has been done regarding what motivates us. Dan Pink presents in the video What Motivates Us, a study that has been replicated several times in different parts of the world. The study shows that it is not necessarily big amounts of money that motivates us. He identified 3 factors that lead to better motivation. The first one is autonomy, which is the desire to be self-directed. And then there's mastery, the urge to get better at stuff, to master them, and purpose. Explained easy, that the work should have a purpose of some sort. Here's a screenshot from the theory Dan Pink presents in the video showing 3 factors. The creators of Apple were Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. Here's Steve Jobs and this is Steve Wozniak. Those two were 2 high school graduates that just came together and did what they wanted to do in their spare time. They really were self-directed without any boss. This is the autonomy factor that Dan Pink points out that creates motivation. Both Jobs and Wozniak describe a big passion and a wish to understand how to create a computer. This seems to have created plenty of motivation, which in the end created the first Apple computer and the Macintosh. Jobs was a very ambitious and determined man. He says that he didn't want to be right, he just wanted success. This was the purpose they created in the development of Apple. At one point, he describes a dream he had. Early in his career, he really wanted to make and sell the first packaged computer. This seemed impossible at the time, but they had a lot of strong passion and a strong wish to master it, and they had full autonomy. This seems to have created lots of motivation between the two. In the end, they managed to create the first affordable personal computer. And here's a picture of the completed Macintosh. But where did the ideas come from? Steve Johnson has done a lot of research on where good ideas come from. A factor he found that seems to lead to good ideas was the small hunch. He argues that most good ideas take a long time to evolve. That is because they are often a result of several combined hunches that appear over time. Therefore, if you create a space where small hunches or ideas can be exchanged between people, you could quickly end up with good ideas. This space is exactly what Jobs and Wozniak created. When they wanted to make the first packaged computer, Wozniak started the work one small step at a time and managed to reduce the amount of chips so that the computer could generate colors on the screen. This was the combination of small ideas he got as he tried and failed. But then he didn't believe that it would sell. That's where Steve Jobs had the idea that they would manage to sell a lot of these computers. And so they did. Their ideas and motivations combined is clearly a reason why Apple succeeded the way they did. And here's a picture from Steve Johnson's YouTube video showing that several small hunches combined can turn into a breakthrough. Jobs and Wozniak exchanged ideas all the way. They kind of completed each other with different assets and ideas that they combined. Also, later they got small ideas from their company Xerox that they developed further and really succeeded with. Jobs quotes Picasso, which said, "Good artists copy, great artists steal." Clearly, they saw that they could not succeed alone. They needed ideas from others as well. And the picture is from the software they copied from Xerox, with the very user-friendly mouse that could be steered across the screen. So, Apple kept facing problems and solving them through cooperation and exchange of ideas. With the motivation and the ideas necessary, the company turned into a great success, and it still is. The design of this presentation stems from a pattern that belongs to the Sami people in Lapland. The Sami people are native people inhabiting northern Scandinavia. Their territory, called Sápmi, is placed in the northern parts of Sweden, Norway, and Finland. And this is the original pattern.